The crypto world went into a full meltdown this week in a sell-off that graphically illustrated the risks of the experimental and unregulated digital currencies. Even as celebrities such as Kim Kardashian and tech moguls like Elon Musk have talked up crypto, the accelerating declines of virtual currencies like Bitcoin and Ether show that, in some cases, 2 years of financial gains can disappear overnight. The moment of panic amounted to the worst reset in cryptocurrencies since Bitcoin plummeted 80% in 2018. But this time, the falling prices have broader impact because more people and institutions hold the currencies. Critics said the collapse was long overdue, while some traders compared the alarm and fear to the start of the 2008 financial crisis. The value of Bitcoin plunged to its lowest level since 2020. Coinbase, the big cryptocurrency trade, tanked in worth. A cryptocurrency that promoted itself as a steady technique of trade collapsed. And greater than $300 billion was worn out by a crash in cryptocurrency costs since Monday. The crypto world went right into a full meltdown this week in a sell-off that graphically illustrated the dangers of the experimental and unregulated digital currencies. Whilst celebrities similar to Kim Kardashian and tech moguls like Elon Musk have talked up crypto, the accelerating declines of digital currencies like Bitcoin and Ether present that, in some circumstances, 2 years of economic beneficial properties can disappear in a single day. The second of panic amounted to the worst reset in cryptocurrencies since Bitcoin plummeted 80% in 2018. However, this time, the falling costs have broader impression as a result of extra individuals and establishments maintain the currencies. Critics stated the collapse was lengthy overdue, whereas some merchants in contrast the alarm and concern to the beginning of the 2008 monetary disaster. That is like the right storm, stated Dan Dolev, an analyst who covers crypto corporations and monetary expertise on the Mizuho Group. Through the coronavirus pandemic, individuals have flooded into digital currencies. With 16% of individuals now proudly owning some, up from 1% in 2015, based on a Pew Analysis Middle survey. Large banks like Northern Belief and Financial Institution of America additionally streamed in. Together with hedge funds, some utilizing debt to additional juice their crypto bets. Early buyers are nonetheless in all probability in a snug place. However, the fast declines this week have been particularly acute for buyers who purchased cryptocurrencies when costs surged final 12 months. The autumn in cryptocurrencies is a part of a broader pullback from dangerous belongings. Spurred by rising rates of interest, inflation and financial uncertainty brought on by Russia's invasion of Ukraine. These components have compounded a so-called pandemic hangover that started as life began returning to regular in the US. Hurting the inventory costs of corporations like Zoom and Netflix that thrive throughout lockdowns. However, crypto's decline is extra extreme than the broader plunge within the inventory market. Whereas the S&P 500 is down 18% to date this 12 months, Bitcoin's value has dropped 40% in the identical interval. Within the final 5 days alone, Bitcoin has tumbled 20%, in contrast with a 5% decline within the S&P 500. How lengthy crypto's collapse would possibly final is unclear. Cryptocurrency costs have sometimes rebounded from main losses, although in some circumstances it took a number of years to succeed in new heights. It's exhausting to say, is that this Lehman Brothers? Stated Charles Cascarilla, a founding father of the blockchain firm Paxos. Referring to the monetary company's agency that went bankrupt at first of the 2008 monetary disaster. We're going to want some extra time to determine it out. You'll be able to reply at this sort of velocity. The origins of cryptocurrencies hint again to 2008, when a shadowy determined calling himself Satoshi Nakamoto created Bitcoin. The digital foreign money was portrayed as a decentralized various to the standard monetary system. Relatively then counting on gatekeepers like banks to facilitate commerce. Bitcoin proponents most well like to conduct transactions amongst themselves, recording every one on a shared ledger referred to as a blockchain. Outstanding tech leaders together with Musk, Jack Dorsey, a founding father of Twitter, and Mark Andreessen. An investor, embraced the expertise because it grew from a novel curiosity right into a cult-like motion. The worth of cryptocurrencies exploded, minting a brand new class of crypto billionaires. Different types of cryptocurrency, together with Ether and Dogecoin, captured the general public's consideration, significantly within the pandemic. When extra money within the monetary system led individuals to day commerce for leisure. Cryptocurrency costs reached a peak late final 12 months and have since slid as fears over the economic system grew. However, the meltdown gathered momentum this week when Terra USD, a stablecoin, imploded. Stablecoins, which are supposed to be an extra dependable technique of trade, are sometimes pegged to a steady asset such because the US greenback and are supposed to not fluctuate in worth. Many merchants use them to purchase different cryptocurrencies. Terra USD had the backing of credible enterprise capital companies, together with Arrington Capital and Lightspeed Enterprise Companions, which invested tens of hundreds of thousands of dollars to fund crypto tasks constructed on the foreign money. That gave a false sense of safety to individuals who may not in any other case find out about this stuff, stated Kathleen Brightman, one of many founders of Tezos, a crypto platform. However, Terra USD was not backed by money, treasuries, or different conventional belongings. As a substitute, it derived its supposed stability from algorithms that linked its worth to a sister cryptocurrency referred to as Luna. This week, Luna misplaced nearly its complete worth. That instantly had a knock-on impact on Terra USD, which fell to a low of 23 cents Wednesday. As buyers panicked, Tether, the most well-liked stablecoin and a linchpin of crypto buying and selling, additionally wavered from its personal $1 peg. Tether fell as little as 95 cents earlier than recovering. Tether is backed by money and different conventional belongings. The volatility rapidly drew consideration in Washington, the place stablecoins have been on regulators' radar. Final fall, the Treasury Division issued a report calling on Congress to plan guidelines for the stablecoin ecosystem. "We actually want a regulatory framework," Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen stated at a congressional listening to Thursday. "Within the final couple of days, we've had a real-life demonstration of the dangers. Stablecoins current the identical sorts of dangers that we have now identified for hundreds of years in reference to financial institution runs," she added. Different components of the crypto ecosystem soured on the identical time. On Tuesday, Coinbase, one of many largest cryptocurrency exchanges, reported a $430 million quarterly loss and stated it had misplaced greater than 2 million lively customers. The corporate's inventory value has plunged 82% since its triumphant market debut in April 2021. Brian Armstrong, Coinbase's CEO, tried to reassure clients on Twitter that the corporate was not in peril of going bankrupt after a required authorized disclosure in regards to the possession of its belongings stoked panic. Cryptocurrency costs additionally dropped precipitously. The value of Bitcoin fell as little as $26,000 on Thursday, down 60% from its peak in November, earlier than rising considerably. Because the begin of the 12 months, Bitcoin's value motion has carefully mirrored that of the Nasdaq, a benchmark that's closely weighted towards expertise shares, suggesting that buyers are treating it like some other threat asset. The value of Ether plunged, too, dropping greater than 30% of its worth over the past week. Different cryptocurrencies, like Solana and Cardano, are additionally down. Any panic may be overblown, some analysts stated. A examine by Mizuho confirmed that the typical Bitcoin proprietor on Coinbase wouldn't lose cash till the digital foreign money's value sank under $21,000. That, based on Dolev, is the place a real loss of life spiral might happen. Bitcoin was working so long as nobody misplaced cash, he stated. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also subscribe to our channel before you go.